Hi there, I'm Kay Powell and I'm Chairman of Ruperra Castle Preservation Trust. The Trust's big aim is to preserve Ruperra Castle, which is a pageant castle built in 1626, and it's in a fantastic landscape setting in the southeast corner of Caerffili. The Trust has been going for about 25 years. Initially we were working on a wider area. Now we're focusing on Ruperra Castle and its 13-acre estate. Working with the local community here in Rhiw'r and looking at the history of the place, researching its fantastic history. The Preservation Trust has been involved in the Sustaining Caerffili Landscape project from the outset. We've used some money for video clips and then to support our recent Open Doors event, which people were so pleased to come to. That enabled people to get closer to the landscape, get closer to the heritage of the area, and we had the most wonderful demonstrations of archery and musketry, and people were actually invited to have a go, to get a feel for an ancient tradition of the place. And we had a talk on the Morgan family.
I'm Elaine Davey. I've been with the Trust virtually since the start. I've really enjoyed being part of the Caerffili Landscape project. I think it's a wonderful initiative. I think it's important because it's sort of put this corner of Wales on the map as an entity, an important amenity, and something for the local communities and beyond to tap into and really appreciate it for all the riches it has. From my point of view, the best thing that's come out of this initiative is the fact that we were able to do our Open Doors event again. And I led the walks and explain about the history of the castle and the site to everybody. But what was so satisfying, we had so many young kids. And there were a couple of boys who had their history at their fingertips. They were brilliant. And in fact, I think they're going to come along to some things again in the future. You know, they've joined as members, and that's the sort of thing that excites me, to get to see children really understanding, loving and wanting to hear about their past.
I think the Sustainable Caerffili Landscape project has actually illustrated that there are opportunities to work together with other groups. We've for a long time had common interests with several of the groups, but actually getting to know them in meetings does make it easier to work together. And I think that's as true working with other groups as working with the county borough as well. I think it's important to see that there is a supportive role there, and knowing people is so important to actually doing anything.